Hello everyone, my name is the anime Avion, and today I'm going to be trying out a new series called Let's Talk Anime. Now the point of this series is for me to be able to talk with you guys about anime without the need for any fancy editing or effects, or having to avoid YouTube copyright claims, which is a problem in the anime community. It's just a simple way for me to discuss anime with my viewers, which was the purpose of this channel to begin with, so I thought it'd be something fun to do and something to give a shot, something to try out. Now, this video is not going to have any footage, it's just going to be this one picture on screen right now, so if you want to tab out, you're free to. If this isn't your kind of video, you're free to go to a different video. It's up to you. But moving on, this particular episode of Let's Talk Anime, it's going to be about Orange, which is a currently airing anime during this summer season that piqued my interest. Now, the reason why it piqued my interest is because it's playing on a topic that I've not seen before in anime. It may have been an anime like a long time ago that I did not see. Maybe I missed it, I don't know, but I have not before seen this concept played out in an anime, and it's a concept that I find really interesting, which is why I wanted to discuss it here in this episode. So, the concept that the anime Orange plays on is the idea of what if you could go back to your past and fix your regrets, or fix your mistakes and therefore alleviate your regrets. So, this is something we hear about a lot in real life. It's, what if you could go back? What would you change? How would you change your life? What did you do wrong and how would you fix it? We hear that kind of stuff in real life sometimes. Sometimes it's brought up in discussions, sometimes it's imaginative with friends, but no anime that I had seen up to this point ever used this concept to create any kind of show or content. So that's why I wanted to focus on this particular anime, is because it used that interesting concept that I quite enjoy. Now, the way that it plays off on this concept is by using a time traveling aspect. So it's not anything like the anime that Steins Gate or any type of other time traveling anime where the characters themselves will time travel. It's actually a letter that time travels. Now, that might sound weird, I'm sure it does, but listen, hear me out. In the first episode, we're introduced to our main protagonist, Naho. Naho receives a letter, and this isn't any type of spoiler, this is early in the first episode we learn this. Naho receives a letter from her future self that details the regrets that she holds and the mistakes that she's made, and how to avoid making those mistakes. Now, the interesting thing is Naho doesn't tell anyone else about this letter. The letter is essentially going, hey, this is everything that went wrong. Here's how you can fix it. But she doesn't tell anyone else that she got this letter. She kind of keeps it to herself and tries to act on it alone, which is interesting because the show is actually following a group of people. It's following Naho, Kakeru, Suwa, and three others that I can't remember their names right now. It's following a large group, but only Naho has essentially the knowledge of what's going to happen, and she's the only one trying to prevent the mistakes that I suppose she made. Now, something that's interesting is I was thinking about what would happen if one of Naho's companions or friends made the mistake that Naho's trying to avoid. If she hasn't told them about the letter, if she didn't tell them about the regrets or the mistakes and that the fact that she's trying to avoid them, they could very well repeat one of the mistakes without realizing they're doing anything wrong, because if they did it the first time, there's no reason they wouldn't the second, unless Naho herself goes in and changes each one of those individual things, which would be very difficult. But along with that, you also have to question what is going to become of the characters that we're currently following, because we're following them of the past as they fix the mistakes, or as Naho fixes the mistakes that she made. Is her end result going to be a happier future than the one of the Naho that sent the letter? Is she going to be happier fixing her mistakes, or maybe she would have enjoyed the life with the mistakes? It's that kind of deep thinking, that kind of intriguing thought that the anime brings about, and it's also the reason why I enjoy watching the anime. You're actually invested in the characters and their story and what's going to happen, because the show's almost giving you an idea of what happens when they mess up or when they made mistakes, so you know what's going to happen to them if they make those mistakes, but you don't know what's going to happen in the future where there are no mistakes, where she fixed her regrets and didn't do the things wrong. Now, there is time traveling in the show, but that's not the focus of the show. The focus of the show is actually more of romance and drama, which I'm sure some of you aren't into. It's actually a genre that I like, romance and drama, but it's not for everyone. With that, it's interesting to add this element of romance and drama where they know the mistakes they're going to make, because the romance and drama genre focuses heavily on someone messing up and then the other characters getting all upset about it. What happens if no one messes up? What happens if the character knows the mistakes they could make and they just avoid making them? Because then it's hard to fulfill a drama niche with that. But Orange, as I watched it, is actually doing it pretty well, because it's getting into more deep psychological issues of the real world, which a lot of animes avoid, and I just think that's interesting. I've always been fascinated by psychology, but it allows the show to employ drama without just people getting angry at other people, which I enjoy. I enjoy a new sense of drama, something different. And with that, Orange is fascinating and fun for me to watch. It's a different kind of drama, a different kind of romance, playing on a concept that I haven't seen in anime before. And it's also just a really, I was going to say it's a really feel-good anime, but it's not essentially feel-good, it's actually kind of feels bad. But it's fun to watch. It's calming, it's relaxing, it is sad to some degree. It's just, I would highly recommend watching the show, because it's emotional, but not in a boring way that we've seen before. It's emotional in a different way, and it uses different concepts and different ideas. So, I've said what I feel I can about the show. It's enjoyable to watch. It's something different. It's a concept that I've not seen before, and it feels the romance and drama niche differently than other animes I see that try to do the same. With that, I'm wondering if you guys feel like the show stands out in any way. Is this show just the same old romance, same old drama? Does it do something different? Is it interesting to you? Does it make you sad? Does it make you happy? Does it make you feel relaxed? Me personally, it makes me sad time on and time off, and most of the time I feel relaxed because the art's beautiful, the sound's very calming. I'm curious to see how you guys feel about this anime. I thought it was a great anime for the first episode of Let's Talk Anime, and I'll be awaiting your response, I suppose. Thank you if you watched all the way up to this point. I know it's a lot of talking. This is something that I'm trying. It's new. We'll see how it goes. But thank you again for watching. If you liked the video, feel free to like. If you want to watch more Let's Talk Anime, or even some different videos, obviously there will be videos that I edit at some point in time. If you're curious about anime, if you enjoy anime and you want to hear me talk about it, you want to discuss anime with me, feel free to subscribe. You like that? Yeah, feel free to subscribe to the channel. Anyway, thanks for watching again, and I'm gonna head out.